woman during the taping. Okay? Hell of a thing. Let's go to it. Okay? There's the physicality happening. Obviously, they're not aware of the recording. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Now here's what I want to do. I want to put that officer up first. Put a picture of the cop up, and I'm going to give you some background as to what happened here, or at least the narrative as we have it currently. Okay. Once again, this is in the state of Georgia. So a Georgia cop, multiple police technically are under fire this week for the brutal beating of a spectator. Okay. Zakaria Bowles is the first heard yelling at the officer about the detainment of another woman. After back and forth between Ms. Bowles and the officers, an officer decided to grab Ms. Bowles and throw her to the ground. The two tussled before the officer decides to shock Ms. Bowles with a taser. Ms. Bowles is then handcuffed and charged with the high crime of obstruction. Put a picture here. Ms. Bowles did a press conference, spoke with the community and press, spoke out about her experience in a public gathering last week, saying, quote, "I was scared for my life out there, really. But I got a million people behind me that are going to stand for me and do right and get my justice." You're damn right. You have an entire village behind you. And they need to feel this part. They need to know that you belong to a community. A lot of times, individuals who are pretending to be cops, they have the uniform, they get a paycheck. They believe you're not connected to a community, so they're trying to violate you, all right? So the community can show up. So Ms. Bowles and the local NAACP, they want that officer fired. So who is he? Put him up. Give you his background. So this is Officer Donovan Scott Sinclair. And this is not the first time he's made headlines for the wrong reasons. You see, Officer Sinclair first made national news in 2020 for killing a man outside of a bar while working security. He faced murder charges. He was charged with murder because the DA believed he committed murder. And then the charges were later dropped. After, according to Sinclair's post-file, peace officer standard and training file, he was fired from the Fort Valley Police Department in 2018 for an unspecified reason. He then bounced between different agencies until he was placed on probation in 2019. The file, once again, does not explain why he was put on probation or fired or suspended. City leadership and Mayor Mark Trimble have little to say. Quote, here's what the city leadership said. There has to be a change. And that's all he said. There has to be a change. Nothing else. Police Chief Gray Couch and Assistant Police Chief Chris Jones have both failed to comment. Sinclair is still employed in Manchester Police Department. Wow.